This is the working heartbeat monitor circuit. So I'm going to start the program in just a second, but first I'm going to kind of describe what's going on here. This LED right here is an infrared LED. It is connected directly to the 5-volt power strip over here from the Arduino Uno. And so you can't see light because it is in infrared. That's why we have this little detector here. That will be picking it up on the other side of my finger when I place it in between the receiver and the emitter. Both of them are running with, I believe these are 820 ohm resistors. And it is leading into one of our analog imports on the Arduino Uno to get that data from the receiver. So one thing about this lab that didn't go according to plan is this receiver is actually just not sensitive enough to pick up an actual heartbeat. The principle of it is more light goes through than other times during a heartbeat cycle, and so theoretically you should be able to kind of pick up on that pattern of the voltage difference from this detector. However, with the equipment I have, that wasn't possible. So I instead decided to make one that would kind of count passes as kind of a fake out for an actual heartbeat monitor. With a better receiver, you should be able to just kind of plug that in and then directly just maybe change the threshold, and you'd be able to pick up a heartbeat pretty clearly. I did try for a long time to use filters and gates and op amps and whatever I could to try to filter it down to a perceptible heartbeat, but the noise was just too much to go through even when I turned the lights off. So we couldn't get any good data from that, just due to this not actually being set up to collect that sort of data. So we're doing the best we can with this receiver, but changing that out should make it work as originally planned. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit start on my code. That's going to start the continuously running timer that's actually going to calculate our BPM. And so I'm just going to pull up our monitor. That is our BPM. I haven't really passed my finger through there yet. Looks like it's stable at 0. So I'm just going to start kind of tapping through here to kind of simulate an actual heartbeat. And you'll be able to see right now it's actually pretty slow because I am not beating that fast, but if I kind of speed it up a little bit, it will jump. Usually it'll hit around 90 or so, but it looks like it's not really wanting to do that right now. That's okay. But if my hands are off of it, it'll slowly drop back down because it is continually calculating just kind of the average number of beats since the start of the program. And so eventually it'll drop back down to very close to 0. If I don't keep wiggling my finger between there, I'll do it again, just kind of demonstrate. And you can see it go back up. It's sticking around 40 right now. It is pretty bright in here right now, so it is hard to get a good reading with the threshold that I've used. Anyway, it has been working pretty reliably doing that for a while, which is good news. Like I said, I did play around for a long time trying to get it to actually give me a good heartbeat reading, but after a few hours of that, I kind of decided it would probably be a better idea to just get some better equipment instead of trying to use an op amp that was just giving me more noise, or using gates that were kind of getting rid of the useful data. Anyway, spent about 5 hours on this total. Hopefully that this can be improved upon for future applications. But as it is, it actually works surprisingly well.